Om Shanti. And we start first with some practice. So let's have a few minutes with the concentrated focus, but not concentrated in a tense way, concentrated with enthusiasm, with love, with fascination, exploring the wonder, that wow, but 100%. It will naturally come if there is love and interest. That here are invisible, immortal beings of living light. Baba's word today in the Murli Vichitra, those without image. Baba is Vichitra, one without image. But each one of us also bodiless, invisible, timeless, innately pure, living light. And to just come back to this awareness again and again and again and again until that becomes the default, the natural state of awareness of self. Living light, tiny, 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 tiny point, invisible. But the benevolent presence. Baba asked today, can you see your future? In your experience, can you feel that state of pure, innocent, clean, simple, yet refined and defined? Bodiless being, one who will go in the dynasty of Vishnu for the next part, but the invisible actor. And it's not just us, everyone is this innately. To get that clear separation from the body and the part. Detached observer of the whole of the drama. And now let the active remembrance of that Paramdham. So attention shifts away completely from the drama, as if withdraws from drama and drama awareness, from the whole human dynamics, completely withdrawn, just bodiless souls in that vast stillness and silence and light. Om Shiv Baba, but home of every soul. But Baba, as if never leaves the awareness of home. He holds that space so that we can also return there. Aware of the eternal bond of the soul and the Supreme. Yesterday or Sunday's Murli Baba said, this eternally, that power of love binds the soul and the Supreme and the Supreme and the soul. Love of recognition, love of belonging, love of knowing each other's beauty and wonder. Acknowledging the selflessness and the vast wisdom of Baba and his power to not get pulled by Maya's temptations. Wow. Allow the self to be comfortable with this, to be familiar with this bodiless and Paramdham experience, to be familiar with Baba's presence, to be familiar with the understanding and the awareness of self as this invisible presence. Pure and the love that is simple deep and pure, but simple, uncomplicated. It is ego that complicates things. Ego thrives on complication. Simple, pure, unbreakable, eternal love. Just pick a smrti, to hold today, one facet, one angle of that soul awareness. Make it strong. Come back to it again and again today. Maybe angel, maybe God's child, but at least let the form be of that living light. Maybe Shiv Shakti, maybe swan, maybe flower, as Baba said today. But maybe aim today, the whole day, get that experience right and come back to it again and again. Make it the default. Thank you. So did you pick something? You may have already picked during Murli, but you so hold it now, no? Because Maya says, okay, meditation finish. What's next? Now you can be normal again. Maya says like this. So, but hold that. Because this tendency to, you decide something or you choose something, but then the next second you just drop it. And then after few hours you thought, what was it actually that I was supposed to be, that I had said I would practice? It happens like this. Or just in New York, it happens like this. So, but this habit also, not habit, maybe it is possible that even we meditation, we see like uh, something as if to practice for a little bit and then just let it go. No, but it is to stay with it. No, even when physical actions increase or to we sit in meditation and we call it in meditation sitting, but not with the aim that when it finished, the light changed, music, and now we are back to body consciousness. Aim is that it kind of lays a foundation which you continue to play with. That make it strong. Can be Baba's company, different. There are so many different aspects to play with. Okay, anyone want to say anything, ask anything before we continue with this Smriti thing? Go ahead.
Shanti, I just had a question because when you did the commentary, I did pick something, but one thought went through my mind. Can I pick the Smriti of being a world benefactor and still remember Shiv Baba accurately? And that's what went through my mind, because the mind only can remember one thing at a time. But I guess something like that, it's subtle enough where they are merged. right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
But one doesn't exclude the other. To be
Exactly.
world
That's
benefactor,
the thought.
Baba is, first of all, it is Baba's knowledge, and
Yeah.
Baba's knowledge that puts you in that state of awareness.
Right. Okay.
And what is it that you are benefacting? It is from Baba in the first place, and maybe not even anything from me, just whatever is experienced through Baba's company and presence with the soul that others receive. But also this world benefactor state, there is this, a certain nobility is there, no? And a certain selflessness is there. And everything and everyone is Baba's. Even this body is Baba's, but not only body, also the subtle body is Baba's and for Baba's task. And even I, the soul, I belong to Baba, I am for Baba's tasks. So seeing others, interacting with others, having the attitude, even if it is invisible because it's internal, does it match the way Baba's attitude is? Hmm? How will Baba look at others? How will Baba feel towards others? So Baba cannot be separated from that.
A few mornings ago, Baba said that we should put him in front. You know, this is so we are showcasing him. We are showcasing the intangible, the Almighty, the supremely benevolent. So that I'm just instrumental for this to happen. So he should always be there. But if I go, well, but I'm going to go and give the course. I'm putting my this human personality in front, and that meditates the whole success or the service. Because I'll be talking as from a human level, when it should be the soul. So as you just said, it's the two have to go together, and Baba has to be the principal one, the main. He has to be out there.
One example that may be helpful, Rona has mentioned before, but to remind is there is a child, and it is the child's birthday. The child will be 4 years old or something. Mother organizes the party. Mother writes the invitation letter. Mother sends and brings around all the invitation letter. Mother prepares the party. Mother bakes the cake. Mother does everything. But everyone sees the child. They come and they say, oh, wow, child, oh, happy birthday. But child, no, mother has done. The mother even holds the hand of the child to cut the cake. And everybody say, yeah, for the child. All eyes are on the child. But mother has done everything. You know, this similar awareness, even while playing the part, no matter what praise comes for the part or vision towards the Rona or whatever, is father doing everything. No? So in this, to have this in our yeah, the supreme Karavanar. But child enjoys, child is happy, child feels blissful, child feels loved, child feels uh, 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 protected, celebrated, but it is his father who is doing everything.
That approach kills off the ego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It kills it.
Child can't even write a letter, you know, in that context. But everybody comes for to see the child. But it is mother who has done everything. So as an analogy, for this subtle confluence agent practice. But Baba does say he puts the Shaktis in front, and children will be revealed, but through the revelation of the children, Father will be revealed. So it will happen, but we have to be careful, cautious that the ego doesn't take the credit, because that is what ego is looking for. I did. My praise. Yeah. It kills the soul consciousness. Chitrani, it makes sense?
Vigilant.
Yes, Sister Rona. Thank you.
But these are subtle practices, no? And because all specialities can be used, brains can be used. It is just when the ego says, I did. And it contaminates everything. And when there are times when we may be more attentive and cautious and kind of have a little bit a handle of it. And there are times when we not. It doesn't make sense to pretend, at least to yourself and to Baba, or to hide or ignore it. All the great ones throughout history, ultimately, they fall for the trap of ego. So this is why humanity has fallen. And now that egoless one is there.
In the Iron Age, the fall is a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those that were enlightened maybe as early in the Copper Age, it takes them a while to come down. But the heroes and heroes of the Iron Age, it is very quick.
Very quick.
Very quick. And I didn't understand that until I got knowledge, because I lost so much faith in folks that I had high esteem. But because of knowledge, and I realized that they had to come down very quickly, because it's that time.
And also, it is fertile soil for Ravan everywhere. So in beginning Copper Age, it is all still, Ravan is like in tiny. But now he is like, he is in charge all over the place. So it is not a question of blame or shame or guilt, or this is just a sign of the times.
Yeah, and for us, it allows us to be more understanding and compassionate now that we have knowledge. Because
for ourselves.
Yeah, for ourselves especially. We don't have to be condemning and blaming and finger pointing.
And then you can also have that for others.
It can even make you afraid to say, well, to deliver. It can make you shy. It can make you, well, I know it, that part, but it has many faces. it takes away the sense of the true being,
Mm.
and it gives you that persona, personality. It gives you that false.
Just few things wanted to mention in this context again. And maybe a reminder, at least this is a trap that I see in myself and in my own mind. I can't. I'm just looking for some space to draw without using a new white sheet. This concept of the detached observer, we know it, we have talked about it, but just as a reminder, Maya is very happy if you practice the detached observer. No? The detached observer where Susie is detached from John and everyone else around and everything else around. Susie is detached. I am the detached observer from everything and everyone else. I'm not influenced by anything. But that is not that witness stage that Baba means. Where the real caution and practices is soul is detached from Susie. And Susie's story and past, future, John and everything around, but especially detached from this, not identifying with this. Then that bodiless stage, that karmatit stage, that, what was the other one? Garavanhar stage. And this is what soul, oblate part of Brahma Baba, made firm this separation and the detached observer from this. And so wanted to read that paragraph again. It's very beautiful insights into Brahma Baba's effort in that Murli. All of you, do all of you old children, he's referring now to the dadis and those who were there in Sakar days, recall what Father Brahma practiced in his early days. You saw one of his diaries, did you not? In the whole diary, there were just the words, I am a soul. Yasoda, no? The Lokik wife is a soul. This child is a soul. Child means his Lokik children, Narayan or this one is a soul, that one is a soul. He constantly practiced this to put a strong foundation. Not like a whole diary. Therefore, you constantly need to practice the first lesson. Who am I? You do need to check yourself. Don't think I am a soul anyway. No, this is Maya telling you, you're a soul anyway. Why you have to repeatedly? It's true, you are a soul, but we're not in the awareness. Don't think I'm a soul anyway. Experience that I, this soul, as Karavanhar, am getting the work done. No? Karavanhar using, getting things done through this. Karanhar is separate from Karavanhar. You also heard Father Brahma's other experience of his senses being his workers. You heard about the court that was held every night. Did you not? No, he was all his workers, senses and subtle senses. So as their master, he asked his workers, his physical senses, about their welfare. Therefore, Brahma Baba practiced this firmly to make the foundation strong. Therefore, what did the children who lived with him in his last days experience? Because he practiced that. So what were his last days like? What did they experience? They experienced that even while performing actions, while being in his body and walking and moving around, he was experienced to be bodiless. Although he had to settle the accounts of karma, he did that as a detached observer. So the settling of karmas going on through the body, but detached observer of the body. Neither was he subservient to the accounts of the karma, influence, subservient, nor did he give others the experience that he was settling karmic accounts. Sister Ines was mentioning this in Murli also today in the class. Dadi Kumarka, they didn't know, it didn't show on the face, it didn't show. Mama, the cancer was spread, and even the air, what is it? The smell in the air was there. But they never saw any sign of pain on her face. Her face remains that sparkle, not subservient to the pain or subservient to the settling of the account because of the stage of detached observer. No, Mama. That is with Mama. That is with Mama. Were you aware? No, Baba is now telling the older ones. Were you aware that Brahma Baba was becoming avyakt? You weren't aware, were you? It was because he practiced being detached, a witness, bodiless. That is the karmatit stage over a long period of time that form was experienced at the end. This practice over a long period of time is very useful. Don't think that you will renounce the consciousness of your bodies at the end. No, the experience of being bodiless and detached from your body, the Karavanhar stage, is needed. Pay attention to the practice of being a detached observer over a long period of time. No matter how many calamities come, this bodiless stage will easily make you detached and loved by God. And so you can't get this at the last moment. You have to practice this whilst the going is good, when there is no pain, when there are no calamities. And this is why, one reason why Baba often said, time is short, time is short. One thing is the cycle ending, but another thing is you don't know whenever calamities will start. One thing is natural calamities, but health of the body itself. Anytime that can happen. So if anything happens today, are you ready to be? Only if we have practiced that for a long period of time. And body is one thing, physical relationships is another, things happening with others. If you haven't practiced that stage of detachment, that world benefactor, you can't do that at the last moment, you're getting that news. So take that Murli again and and you still remember what you had said you would practice, the smriti to hold today. Let's make that foundation strong. Okay. We,
So, Sister Rona,
Sundays Morley. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
if one is detached from the body, then automatically you're detached from others, but you will be loving, right? Not like I'm moving away from someone physically.
Loving
say-
in terms of soul brotherhood. But one can choose physically to be in the company or not, if it is according to maryadas, you will, but you won't break maryadas. But we don't need to move away from anyone. Okay, let's close. No time is there.